final dungeon has a room almost exactly like this, and that's where they keep the Ark of the Covenant.
Funny how that works, huh?
Look at how many there are. Are these all prison cells?
And what's that thing in the middle?
It's a cup. Have you not heard me talk about wanting to shoot a cup for the past, like, how long have we known each other? 6 months now?
Whatever it is, it looks disgustingly grand.
I wouldn't call it that. It looks like someone tried to be edgy and steampunk at the same time.
It appears this is...
Oh, it hasn't even gotten grand enough yet. I don't know if the anime does this, but the game certainly does, and it's kind of glorious.
Is the treasure of memento somewhere in here?
I guess you could call
You'll
it
know what I'm
that.
talking about once you start talking about it.
I think you're right.
Okay, so having not had the context of what this looks like when I played Strikers, how chilling was it to see that the quarantine cells looked like this?
I've never been here.
Oh, I was like, oh my god, it's Memento Steps! I popped off the first time I saw that.
There's no mistaking that presence. If we get rid of it,
And I told you I laughed when they showed Demiurge, because it's just Yalda Buff 2 Electric Boogaloo.
But something that large will be
It's really funny that Royal and Strikers ended up hitting a lot of the same beats, right?
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
Because they were developed alongside each other with very little
We do that.
communication in between.
How did they both decide to have, like, a red-headed waifu added to each anyway? Like, that's the part that gets
So
me.
honestly, at this point, it's Persona 5 law that every new Persona 5 game needs a redheaded...
We've been discovered.
A short redhead that most people love.
Even the inmates are starting to liven up. How eerie. That must mean this thing's gotta be the treasure. It saved us the trouble of checking.
Ugh.
Hold on. Something's off.
You don't freaking say!
Shido said the masses are allowing themselves to be held captive here. Could they truly be operating this gigantic system?
This looks
and running
like,
things on its own?
Oh my god, that's what it looks like. I don't remember what it's called, but, like, the ultimate Orwellian prison design.
Prison guards and soldiers.
Cells stacked up like that, with a watchtower in the center that can be seen out of, but no one can see into.
Are you trying to say that someone
I
else
don't know what you're referring to.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, and it's gonna bug me.
What was that?
Igor, get out
Up,
of here!
Igor.
We don't have time to worry about that. Leave it for later.
He just pops out immediately. The fuck do you know?
Come on, Igor, T-pose for dominance for me.
Lose now.
I promise I won't laugh this time. Are you really surprised I laughed? I had my fingers crossed. I mean, come on.
Oh, it's Rivers again.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you get Rivers.
Everyone, give it your all.
We're not gonna be able to do shit to it.
Do it.
Yeah, like, don't waste too much SP. Just heal if you need to and do damage. You do need to do a certain amount of damage for it to progress, but you cannot kill the comp. Not yet. But pay close attention to the comp as you're fighting it.
How's this?
Those chains are twitching. Like, is that what you mean?
Oh, you'll see. The fight's only just begun. Don't mind me, I'm jamming out.
Understandable. Rivers rocks.
Holy Grail?
Ew. Rude.
What was that?
Okay, so attack the tendrils.
You notice it yet? Cause it started to happen, the thing I told you to watch for.
Is it spinning faster?
Don't tell me.
No.
Are the inmates?
I'm trying to figure it out. The searchlights?
Damn it! This is never gonna end.
Wow. Was that supposed to just take one turn?
It seems hopeless if there are this many inmates supporting it.
It'll start up again.
Fools, human, yet wishing to
It'll still do the same thing though.
of humanity.
No, that's the other guy. We don't want to destroy desires. We just want to stop other people from stealing them.
The treasure's talking.
I am revered as the
Okay, like, I saw the tendrils form. The best solution is to attack those and cut it off from the warship.
Most commonly known as the Holy Grail.
I love that his hands are just hanging out there, and they stay there doing nothing until you get to his final phase,
Desires of humanity.
which you can't even access until you get to the second mini dungeon.
Great.
Surrender their cognition and neglect the world around them. These feeble-minded common folk will make your social reform all for naught. The shared heart of the masses has fallen into an excess of indolence and transformed into a prison.
God, this cup has a lot to say.
It do. Like, jeez. Can we get back to kicking its ass? I feel like we can make progress if we hit it hard
Although,
enough.
admittedly, I think they do the cup speech better than they do Demiurge.
The only suitable end for them is to perish within the
They might have changed it for the anime, so I'll have to wait and see how Demiurge go. Like, does Yaldabaoth?
You've already seen
Uh,
Demiurge.
No, I know. I meant like Yaldabaoth's face, like when he goes full angel.
I mean, that is the longest, most difficult phase of his. And the hardest part is just how long it takes.
Ha!
This phase isn't too difficult at all.
Let's break it for sure this time.
What a
Keep paying attention to the cup, though. You've already seen it once, even if you didn't notice.
Persona!
I think it's cool that they don't point it out right away. They just let it happen. It's not a huge thing. I just like it.
Persona! No holds barred!
But
Persona!
Seriously. Destroy the tendrils, you dumbasses!
No.
happened again.
Did it heal again? We can't lose! Keep attacking! Huh? Wait. Its color.
Now they point it out.
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of hoping it would figure it out before she points it out, but yeah, it gets brighter and brighter
Yeah,
the more times the will of the masses is put into it.
yeah, it's not nearly as rusty looking as it was.
This is basically the main fight here, though, so yeah, go all out on SP, because you'll get an SP heal after this.
Oh, that's a big help. Persona! Shall we?
Ugh.
Ah, that sheen!
That sounded like Mona humping a treasure. It's healing more each time.
Not again!
Yeah.
I knew it. Every time that thing heals, its color changes.
Persona! Ravage them!
Like, at this point, we're doing minimal to it.
Yeah.
Like, the little heart thing is barely moving right now.
It's more like, you're better off thinking of its color as the HP of this boss, because the boss is over when it's fully gold.
I said stop! That's what you sound like. That's what you always sound like. Ugh.
The masses are my power!
Okay, seriously.
Wait, hold up! It's gonna get totally healed again! No fair! This is cheating!
We're fighting a god. Did you expect it to play fair?
Stop that, you thieves!
I mean, yeah, he said it's a game and games are fair.
No, they're not. He literally rigged it from the start, remember?
There's no way we'll be able to steal their hearts.
Like, I think that's the funniest part. He rigged the game and he still lost. No wonder he GG's out of there. He's embarrassed.
imbeciles are intoxicated agitated by an undesired
He doesn't GG out of there. We shoot him in the head
is the will of the children of
with a gun the size of the building.
to slaughter.
That's the equivalent of GGing to a god, man.
Desire my existence. As long as humanity yearns,
Oh my god, they're still chanting. They won't shut up.
never perish.
Is this really what everyone wants?
Return the Matrix. Return the Matrix.
Yes. It's so frustrating. It makes me want to cry. But I will never agree. The humans I look up to aren't like that. No matter how painful reality is, it's all over if you don't try to change how things are.
Maruki.
I'm not the only
Sorry.
one who believes that. Everyone here agrees.
I mean, that's why they all fight against Maruki.
That's why we risked our lives coming here. Mona-chan.
Hell, I'm like 80% sure Maruki doesn't even have a persona. It's a god pretending to be a persona.
I think it's a persona. It's just that his persona gives him the power of a god. Like, he has a strong enough will that he was ascending.
This world and begin to encroach upon reality itself.
Rude.
That's a load of
The problem is that the only thing more powerful than a god in the Persona 5 universe,
What is it gonna
in the
do?
Persona universe in Impact, is a Persona protagonist.
I've got a bad feeling.
I mean,
about
persona
this.
protagonists can unlock powers of
what
gods.
should we do?
I don't know what you are.
Like, P4's ultimate persona is literally a god.
Humans aren't all stupid like they say they are.
P3's ultimate persona, literally a god.
Indolent, foolish human.
Hell, each of their second form personas here are a trickster god. Rude.
Oh no, we got lasered.
Cutscene lasered.
The time for the fusion.
I love that the thing going around him is a 2D animation.
Hey,
You didn't have to point that out, man.
It's vanished.
It's such a cool touch, I love that.
hell no.
I wasn't pointing it out like it was silly. 2D animation over top of 3D objects can look so badass.
It really can.
Like, have you seen, I don't know if you've ever seen the, Fire Robot Master from Mega Man 11, but the fire coming out of his shoulders is a 2D image, even though the rest of him's a 3D model, and it looks awesome.
So that's how it was.
Oh no, Mona's figured out that he's literally just a pet cat.
I mean, not really, that's what he is after this.
Everyone okay?
Okay, thank goodness we ended up here instead of on a subway track. Like, can we talk about that for a second?
Oh, hey, our clothes are back to normal. Look,
Like, what would the depths of Mementos' equivalent be in real life?
Shibuya?
Because it wouldn't just be normal train tracks.
We didn't come back ourselves, though. We must have been driven out by the Holy Grail.
It's time to be Thanos. Is everyone ready?
Did we lose?
Did you pack your bags?
I am inevitable.
I know that.
I'm a protagonist. Snap.
I mean, at least the cup... Oh, God! Right. I forgot the sky rains blood!
And it pulls. And it does this.
Oh, God, this is horrifying.
Yeah.
Mementos here in Shibuya.
Like...
Is this
Like, Yaldabaoth is clearly a much more evil being. Like, it wants only chaos, to be honest.
Going on here? What is
Chaos pretending to be order.
Ugh.
God, how could
Yeah, people who...
any of this at all?
The people you taught to think for themselves all see what's happening, but everybody else is not noticing at all.
Well,
Not good.
to think this would happen?
It's... I think this might be the worst of the 3 modern Persona games, like, at the end of it all. Like,
Oh, the other Persona games don't get this bad at the end?
they get pretty bad, but it doesn't look like this.
Is This scenery? For real?
Oh god, they've got
So yeah,
Hifumi
every
doing
person
it.
you've maxed out will talk here.
Earth. This is impossible. Why doesn't anyone notice this?
Oh, did they not notice each other noticing it?
No way. Wait, what the? What's this pink stuff?
It's blood, Kawakami. Like, we're lucky it's not soaking into people's clothes. Like, why isn't it? That's even weirder.
No. Something wrong has happened to the world.
You don't say, Chihaya.
Oh,
What's going on here?
What the hell's happening here?
The world do be breaking down around us.
Believe this. Why is everyone acting normal? Don't they see this? I hope those kids are safe.
No, not really. We're about to be Thanos.
Man, what great weather. Want to go for a drive?
Hello. Yes, it's about tomorrow's preliminary meeting.
The announcement for the new smartphones tonight.
What were the Phantom Thieves all about anyway?
Oh man, hearing that brings
that
back
voice actor.
I feel so dumb for even believing this.
Talk about chewing the scenery, my god.
Well, I doubt anyone believes they're around anymore.
Why isn't anyone noticing this abnormality?
It's probably because they don't feel that it's odd.
Hey, what's wrong?
Oh, I feel.
Oh yeah, this shit's scary right here. Like, this is another moment where I thought I bad ended somehow.
Yeah, this straight up looks like a bad end.
Is this by the Holy Grail too?
That son of a bitch! God damn it! What's this creepy ass shit about? Ah! Ah! My
Jesus Christ.
Ryuji,
The anime not do this scene justice.
It feels more real having played the game.
can't be real, right?
What is
It feels a lot more visceral compared to having watched the anime.
My body's.
Because I spent a lot more time with all these characters and stuff.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Indeed, this isn't my doing. You imbeciles are about to disappear from the people's cognition.
Like, P3 and P4 do some weird shit towards the end.
Reality.
Yeah, since he's fused the real world with mementos, that means that cognition affects the real world. And if they aren't cognizant of the Phantom Thieves, the Phantom Thieves disappear.
Mishima starts shouting, pull a Ryuji.
Is this really it?
No, no. Morgana, where did we go?
Yeah, I can't blame anyone who saw this for the first time for thinking that this was a bad ending, because Jesus shit.
I thought this was a bad day. I was like, what did I do?
My fault. Because I brought you all there.
I thought maybe there was something specific you needed to do during the cup boss fight or something.
You had hit it with a very specific series of attacks.
Failure.
I don't know, like maybe it would have wanted you to target the veins and I didn't.
I tried. I legit
Yeah,
tried.
it doesn't let you till later.
That's so dumb. That is so dumb. Because, like, it doesn't take a genius to realize that the veins appear as it heals itself. Honestly, looks like a sick and disgusting roller coaster. Yo, you gonna tell me how I bad ended and I need to suffer for my sins or something? Because I plan on kicking your
Basically.
ass.
In the end, your
Oh, it's T-pose time.
Hype!
It appears I have overestimated you.
Yeah, Nani, the fuck happened?
You incompetent prisoner!
You shut up.
The assistance that we provided was all for naught.
Humans
They
are
sound so
pathetic
betrayed.
and more foolish than I had thought them to be.
They really have no idea what's
The world
going
will
on.
soon see its
Yeah, well, to be fair, it's not their fault.
No, it's
They
absolutely
were literally
not.
ripped in
You
half.
have lost the game.
No, I haven't.
You were meant to bring change to mankind as a trickster, but it seems that was too much for you. In accordance,
Dude,
to
you
the
cheated
rules,
terribly, and you still had to cheat even more.
Well, mind you, I still thought this was bad end territory. I thought they were just hammering into me that I did something bad.
to be executed.
Okay, so there's like 1 or 2 endings where the cup never reveals itself, and you're just sentenced to life in the Velvet Room to think about what you've done. That's one of the bad ends.
Huh. I didn't figure out that this was, like, actually how the game was supposed to go until it cuts to gameplay here. Because this was totally a, oh, they're just gonna stop fighting moment.
If that's what our master wishes.
Are you serious?
Mind you, by this point, you're totally possible to take them out with your friends, at least.
You weren't an upstanding prisoner. That may be true, but
It'd be funny if you could actually beat them here.
Yeah.
are we really going to?
It's one of those things where you just have to hold out, right?
It's all his fault for losing.
Oh, yeah. Kinda?
Cause, God,
All right, inmate. We now proceed to the execution of your.
who are you gonna fuse me with? Who are you gonna fuse me with? Come on, make it someone cool.
How insolent! To think you'd still show your rebellious will after all that.
Well, yeah,
Ready, Justine?
I'm not afraid to kick a child.
Order so, then it cannot be helped.
Much less 2 that are trying to chop my head off.
Show our strength to this prisoner who just doesn't know when to give up.
Understood. Death to the criminal.
Don't resist, inmate. Just accept your sentence.
No, you.
One's final moments should be spent in good grace.
Funny, I should say the same thing to you guys.
Eat this.
Wow, I'm literally not able to move.
This power.
But it refused.
Caroline, it's as I thought.
What's the matter?
I told you not to falter. Are you going against our master's orders? How's this?
Take this.
Yeah, but this is the moment where it's like, oh, this is how it's supposed to go. Because before this,
This isn't right. Our duty isn't to kill him. Caroline,
before it switched to gameplay, it just felt bad endy.
is there another duty left to us?
Yeah, it's called going to hell, brats. I'll say.
I love how Igor doesn't intervene at all in these next few scenes.
I believe I ordered his execution.
You're standing up. Igor doesn't stand.
What, do his legs not work?
Have you forsaken humanity?
Well, no, I'm pretty sure they do. He's just always sitting.
We are wardens, those who rehabilitate prisoners.
What?
Something speaks to me in my mind. Our true duty is not to kill.
Time to do a fusion dance, you two.
Help! Please, help! What should you do? Our desire is for you to complete your true rehabilitation. We are not executioners.
That is the truth we had forgotten.
Okay, so what does that have to do with the freaking guillotines, though?
We will not forsake humanity.
Oh, do you not know how they make Lavenza?
No, I know how they make Lavenza. It's just really funny to think that
You're right.
they call themselves not executioners, but that's what they've been doing this entire
It's
time.
as if they're the same, yet mirrored.
Now is the time for our
Yeah, trust me, I know how Lavenza happens. It's not that hard.
Okay.
I finally remember how we were torn apart.
You know what would have been an interesting, like, boss fight segment?
Yet we were
Like,
torn asunder
trying
in
to
the
push
heart.
back Igor so you had time to fuse them together, so you team up with Caroline and Justine.
Oh, that would be interesting. Like, they wouldn't be controllable, but they would be technically on your party on your side, yeah.
Same as you.
Yeah, and that would just give an opportunity to justify why Igor wouldn't interrupt.
I mean, Caroline and Justine are almost as powerful as your party. So,
Hey, we'll give you your last job. Be thankful and obey.
I swear to God, if there's a fusion accident, I will kill you.
Fuse us together with your own hands.
What would even happen if I had to
you
whip out the
chainsaw them and they turn into, Josie.
You return the favor for us assisting with your cause. Do not care. Now, fuse us.
Alright. Please know I promise I don't take any sick satisfaction in this after revenge of you two being total assholes this entire game. I promise. But yeah, it makes no sense that Igor would let this happen. Huh, is this what happens when you accidentally do a fusion accident when you're trying to summon Alice? Nothing? Nothing for that one?
Yeah.
My name is Lavenza. I was torn apart by a malevolent will and took the form of those twins. I sought help before my body was split in two. If we lose you, the path to the Holy Grail will forever be closed. That's why you must recall the truth once more. And I beg of you, please, save us. I believed in you. I knew that you would make it thus far.
You are so much nicer than either side of yourself.
Yeah.
And to the scoundrel
Like,
who
even the
has
nice
stolen
one
my
was kind of an
name,
asshole.
Your lies shall work no longer now that my sight has been restored.
The game isn't over yet.
Yeah, I know, I've got 2 palaces left.
Well, one palace and
Whatever the hell
a
this
short
is.
mini dungeon.
Be careful.
Like, it's only 3 areas long and none of the areas are very big.
If I were to put it into words that you can comprehend, I am the Holy Grail that grants wishes.
So you're a genie. I wish for more wishes.
No, it may be more accurate to say that I am a god who responds to desire and holds dominion over man. I hope seeing a righteous thief vanquish evil
Okay.
would spur
He
that
wants to play God.
into the
Better hope he doesn't bleed.
However, the result is, as you know, the masses have made it so none of it has transpired. Humans should be met with ruin. You brought forth that answer. But to be frank, inmate, I believe it may be worth re-evaluating you. A human has reached the Holy Grail and has seen through
Are you seriously offering for me to work with you?
Surprise the god that I am often enough. That cannot be done by a foolish commoner. You truly
He's legitimately offering a job.
I mean, I believe this is one of the moments where you can get a bad end.
Thou art
Yep.
mine.
I've never seen it, because I've never seen any of the bad ends, but... Unless you count the original P5's ending a bad end. Because I assume it's still in here. You just have to not complete one of the royal characters' confidants. Admittedly, it is kind of unfortunate, because the original P5's ending is pretty funny.
Oh, hey.
Like, they all get into the van and they're making jokes with each other, and Yusuke threatens to get out while they're driving because he doesn't like the joke.
This sounds great. Oh yeah, isn't the van they use, like, the same exact model that Mona turns into?
It's an anime van, so it's not a model.
You forcefully dragged him into the metaverse and imposed an ordeal he did not deserve. Yet you still intend on toying with him?
The Phantom Thieves will be praised and gain fame. The world will escape ruin as well. What say you?
I say you can rot in hell. Yeah, I say you can rot in hell.
Well said.
Such irredeemable foolishness. You choose death.
Better to die on my feet than live on my knees, you bastard.
I have no need for you.
Oh hey, actual Igor. You
Complete with another desk.
He was just taking a goddamn nap this entire time.
Oh my. It's been quite a while since I
It's so weird hearing the squeaky voice, because I got really used to the deep voice.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Yeah, they changed his voice actor because the Japanese one died. After P4.
Yeah, it was like, it was a meta thing, because, like, the Japanese voice group, the Japanese fans would have just assumed this is the new voice actor, but then they play with that, and it turns out to be something impersonating him.
They've been jebaited.
Yeah. Japan baited?
God damn it. I mean, this is a decent impression of the P4 voice. Like, you can tell it's a different actor.
Is this a new voice actor doing an impression of the P4 voice?
Yeah.
I knew Japan had a new voice actor. I didn't know they bothered with getting a new one for the United States.
Indeed.
Like, I didn't know this was a different voice actor than P4.
And you won against that malevolent god's temptation.
Yeah, now I just need to climb a tower and shoot it in the face.
Thus,
You know, just a day in the life.
that is headed towards certain ruin. However, it will prove difficult to win against him.
Yeah, where the hell are my friends?
They'll tell you soon.
With whom you've shared your conviction.
So, I've got to go give them a pep talk, right? Is that the thing?
Yeah, you're about to enter cutscene jail. Speaking of how long we stay in, like, I don't think we're fighting Yaldabaoth tonight anymore. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be next stream.
Not necessarily expired yet.
Should we get through the cutscene jail of all the confidants and then end?
Let's save when we get to when they open up the next dungeon. Might be a good spot. And then we'll do the run up to Yaldabaoth and Yaldabaoth tomorrow, and maybe a baby bit of third semester.
We will tell you everything.
Now go forth to the people whom you should be facing the truth with.
No, that was the last game. Your brain's still mush. That was a terrible joke, but I'm not even sorry. Alright, let's give everyone a pep talk. I can't save here anyway.
I can feel
No, you can't.
So there's literally no purpose to ending the stream here.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't saying to end it here. I was just saying, like, how late we going. If we decided to go up through Yaldabaoth, you would probably have to stream till, like, 10:30.
Hey, get up, you neat. I'll make you curry.
Oh, Joker.
That would be, like, the 100%
I'm
best,
relieved. Looks like we're
like,
both
pep
still
talk
alive.
Futaba could have.
Am I really safe, though? Shibuya. What happened?
We got Thanos snaps. Don't tell me you
Where
didn't see
are we?
Infinity War.
Come on, Cam. This game released before Infinity War. Or at least OGP5 did, and this cutscene's unchanged.
I guess my fears turned out to be true. The real world is a scary place. Pain like this can never reach you if you keep yourself cooped up indoors. Who am I to think I can tell the people what to do? I mean, I used to be a shut-in myself.
But you changed.
I just want to go home.
I really hear Jesse in this cutscene.
Even that would be tough now. Giving up would be too painful. You know, I think I've changed. I don't know when it happened, but I can't let people suffer like this, even if I don't know them personally. Grown?
I mean, you're still short.
Honestly, this all seems like a bit too much, but... I've known the right answer from the very beginning. I don't want to run away from this. I ran from my mom's death for so long. I misunderstood it.
I mean,
Everything was
that
just
wasn't
too
your
painful
fault
for
at
me to
least.
handle. But I never want
Like,
to be left in
they
the
read a
dark again.
fake suicide note in front of you that
Probably
implied
wasn't
you
for
were
someone
at
who's a
fault.
little
I
bit
can't blame
special,
you for being
because
messed
I want
up.
to learn the truth. That's how I really feel. Well, I've come this far. I'll follow you wherever you go, on my own 2 feet.
That's sweet of you, Fatab. Swear to my bones intensifies.
You have such a strong heart, Joker. You saved me yet again. Like, so much that I can't even express it in my normal words.
Come up with a new word then.
We're going up against a god. I couldn't even leave my own room before, but now we're gonna beat a god. I'm so pumped. And wait a sec. I just noticed I got out of here on my own.
The cage of the mind, Fatab.
Break.
Breaks over.
Whoa, you're quick to act. That's what makes you dependable. All right, time to get back at it. Hey.
Yep.
All right.
So now I just need to find and give like 7 more pep talks.
Exactly, you gotta do it to every party member except Morgana.
Oh hey, it's Ryuji. Get yo ass up. We're going to McDonald's.
Yo, looks like we're both somehow still alive and kicking.
I know, not from lack of trying though.
Huh? Velvet? Man, this prison cell kind of makes me think of when we first met. I remember how Shibuya was all effed up.
I like how their reaction implies the Joker has never told them about the Velvet Room.
It's more like they didn't want
He
it.
hasn't!
The hell? So even all them people who are suffering and cheering for us to come and help them, in reality, they would have rather just had everything stay how it was.
Change is
What
scary.
we were doing have any meaning at all?
My god, does it even use the same musical cues? Like, I swear my bone's gonna start playing as soon as he turns into Skull again.
Without learning the truth about
Yes!
Oh my god!
it, the first time that
And you do it 7
we've
times!
been doing the right
That seems a bit
thing. We
tedious.
deserved to lose.
It's a little tedious, but it's also kinda earned.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I started all this because of how pissed off I was. Maybe it's never
Yeah,
been
like,
about winning.
I'm
Not
okay
even
with
like
this.
that.
It feels
All
like
I was
almost
doing
too
was just
cheeseball, but that's
living
okay.
My own defiance.
I like that it makes you go to each of your friends individually and talk to them, rather than just talking to everyone in a group and rushing through it.
Yeah, it makes it feel a lot more personal.
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if you think we're just or not.
Cause you're not just uniting them as your the Phantom Thieves, you're uniting them as your friends.
It's not like people think
And
much of me
that's kind
anyway.
of like an issue that the anime
Do
had.
this the only
They
way I
felt a
know
lot more like co-workers than they did friends.
You got me out of prison.
Now you got yourself out,
Before.
dummy.
Thanks. You know, it's kind of embarrassing to say this, but I'm really glad I met you.
Aw.
All right, done getting my ass kicked.
No, you're not.
Shiny bastard acts like it's some kind of god. I ain't gonna feel good till we do it.
Ryuji, you wouldn't be Ryuji if you weren't getting your ass kicked somehow. And I quote, "Do the chocolates from my mom count?"
Hey. We'll be counting on you.
Do the chocolates from my mom count? Huh?
Okay, so if you do the harm route after you're all-out attacked, the best way to get all-out attacked is to be dating everyone and then to spend Valentine's Day with Ryuji, who's upset because he didn't get any chocolate. And then, and then after you get beaten to hell and back by the harem, Joker's like half conscious. He gets a text from Ryuji on his phone. He opens it up. Hey, you know, do the chocolates for my mom count? And then Joker just collapses. Yo, Makoto, time to get pissed.
Joker! What a relief. You're safe. Huh?
It's really gotten to the point where I realize that none of the dialogue options really matter.
You remained in your Phantom Thief attire.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate when you realize that the dialogue options are entirely flavor text.
That may be true.
I mean, I'm kind of okay with that, because, like, what are they going to do? Lock you out of a party member?
No, but, like, I would have liked there to be larger changes in the conversation.
I approach the subject in my head. Nothing points to our victory.
Like, let's say if you decided to show tough love instead, so instead of getting a thanks Joker, you might get a screw you Joker, I'm gonna do good anyway.
Yeah.
The true enemy is society itself.
Like, honestly, I just look at Makoto and keep saying beep boop until she, like, bends the bars back to try to punch me.
I don't know what's
Yeah!
Like, honestly, that would have made things. And now I can't help imagining it, and it sounds hilarious.
You get to Haru, just turn to her and say, Haru, smash.
Regardless, this isn't a situation with a straightforward answer. But even if there is no clear solution, I'll just have to make one. With my own two hands. Before you guys came along, my life was defined by rules. Set on a path of someone else's choosing. But only a true loser would live such a rigid life.
Yeah, you need to at least have something.
I will win. Even if it means going up against the entire...
Makoto Nijima versus the world. New spinoff. But yeah, honestly, if you could poke your teammates until they got pissed enough, that would be funny.
Like, that's just one option of how they could have added a different dialogue tree, but still ended up in the same place.
Especially since each of them is shown to have enough of a temper that they'd be hyped to be pissed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna keep focusing on that one because I really like that idea. But yeah, it could be anything. Or maybe, like, if you pick the wrong option, you need to come back with one of their friends from the Phantom Thieves. Like, if you fail Ons, you have to have Ryuji come help you get her out of it or something.
Well, if that worked, then you could potentially fail everyone and get stuck, though.
Well, no, because you could use Mona to unlock Ryuji, who could progress through.
I suppose, but Mona's done a bit differently from everyone else in this scene.
I'm not sure I understand.
Seriously, Joker, why the hell didn't you explain the Velvet Room to people?
Chained in a prison. Yes, here I am as well.
You get exactly one moment in the entire game to bring up a long-nosed man. Everyone looks at you like you said something stupid, and nobody brings it up again.
Can we truly handle such horrid circumstances?
I mean, there's a funny moment in Q2 about Mona being very confused about the Velvet Room.
The world outside has become a veritable hell.
Why? Mona's supposed to know at least most of the nature of the Velvet Room.
No, he knows mementos. He doesn't know the Velvet Room. Like, he's got no idea what's going on or why he feels compelled, but he listens to everything that Caroline and Justine have to say.
That isn't all. They screamed.
That was how he worked before he got his memories back. Now that he's got his memories back, he knows quite a bit about the Velvet Room.
Well, yeah, but in Q2, it takes place before Sai's palace, so he doesn't know.
Oh, yeah, but that's Q2.
What about your justice, Yusuke?
My justice.
Should I pull out a pistol and say this is where your justice ends? Will that get you hyped?
For myself.
In the distance, Akechi is pissed.
You continue to impose yourself.
Well, no, he's dead.
No matter
but
how
still.
much I pushed you away, I will forever treasure what you did for me.
I'm glad I got to max out all the Phantom Thieves. This wouldn't feel nearly as genuine if I hadn't, you know?
People should be safe
Yeah.
if they frown upon
Well, Akechi's only dead for about, I don't know, an hour longer of gameplay. Then he's alive again for another 20 hours, and then he's dead again.
me to thank you, Joker.
Is third semester that long?
Gives rise to the greatest ideas.
Third semester is about 20 hours of gameplay. Because mind you, not only do you have to take down the largest palace in the entire game, you have one of the longest time slots for 3 days in the entire game. It's at least as long as Shido's, if not longer. And you have to do a whole nother area of mementos.
Well then.
There's also the fact that a number of events happen, like White Day and stuff.
Hey, you damn poodle, get up. Let's go. I'll buy you a new axe.
Oh, thank goodness.
Phantom Thief outfit appears immediately. Okay, let's go.
Right. Considering everything that has happened to the
I think
city,
Haru's the
I wonder
least
if the
sane
citizenry
Phantom
is
Thief,
okay.
but she looks the
Although,
most sane,
it
which is
seemed
even
like
funnier.
we were the only ones able to see it.
I don't think she's insane, I just think that she's easily set off, and once she's set off, she's kinda crazy.
But
I mean, so is
I
Makoto in that
wasn't
sense, though.
afraid. I knew
Yeah,
it was all
like, they
up
both
to
sort of have a
I
weird
looked forward to
split
a conversation
personality
with
kind of
face
gimmick
to
going on
face.
with them.
Honestly.
True.
The difference is that Haru doesn't seem to notice it happens at all, and Makoto's embarrassed of it happening.
I mean, either's a very funny dynamic.
I'm sorry.
I do like Haru better when she's in intense mode, because she can be really funny when she is.
Don't push yourself
I'm
to the
sorry,
limit
we
too
just
long.
despise the police is all. You didn't have to say that with a smile.
Slow you down.
God, you're making me want to go replay Strikers.
Joker. You're the reason why I'm not alone right now. It's all thanks to you.
I can't take all the credit, but I did most of it.
I'm
And then I
sorry.
friends
Yeah.
you,
I
sorry.
almost lost my way again.
Actually, it was mostly Morgana's doing that you're here, but you know.
I'll never stop fighting for you or our team.
Aw,
I
what a
won't
loyal
stop anymore.
floof.
Just as I betrayed my distorted father before, I will betray my boring former self now.
I mean, isn't that your family motto?
At least she knows that her former self was boring.
Thank you, Joker. Before I met you, I had great admiration for the Phantom Thieves of Justice. And it's turned out you were
You were
exactly the
100%
person I
a
always
fangirl,
imagined
weren't you,
would
Haru?
be. This is the second time you've
Like-
rescued me. I've secretly longed for a situation
Casually
like this.
covers up her, pushes her Phantom Thief like,
We haven't lost yet.
it's made to look like a calling card, but it's a bookmark further down into her book, so that you don't notice it.
Honestly, like, I keep making jokes about Futaba making Phantom Thief merch, but I feel like Haru would buy it.
Futaba makes it, and Haru buys it, and neither knows that they're selling and buying from each other because it's all online.
Oh, Joker. Thank goodness you're safe.
Come on, get your ass up on. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Huh. So, I'm not in heaven after all. That means the hell that Shibuya turned into was all real.
Huh. I think this is the first time I've heard a Persona character talk much about religion.
Started trembling. I was
Or
just
the very
I mean, they talk about it a little bit here and there in P5.
The justice of our actions.
And there is the church, but still, like, at the very least, the base concept of heaven and hell. Like,
Joker, you kept going, even through a plan that might have ended up killing you.
to be fair, it wouldn't have had a chance of killing me if I didn't have amnesia.
But that didn't get me far. It's no wonder.
You
we
know,
lost.
On, it is
I
okay to
should've
do
just
things for
behaved myself
yourself.
and stayed out of all this.
Oh, trigger word, Shiho.
That's.
Yep, that did it.
You're right.
On just immediately turns back into
I could
Panther
never
as soon
have
as
been
I say
If I
Shiho.
whine like this now, I'd just be betraying Shiho. No. I'd be betraying myself. I could never forget how I felt that day. I never want anyone to have to go through what I
Is
did.
On the last one, or am I forgetting someone?
I'm going to
I
keep
think
working
On's the
forward.
last one.
Things like dying or
I don't think
losing
I'm
aren't
missing
important
anyone.
now. All that matters is that I don't
Futaba,
return to my old self.
Ryuji, Yusuke,
I'll never
Haru,
make a mistake
Makoto,
like that
On. It's just Mona
I swear
left.
it.
Yeah, alright. And Moda is a special case. Because this is where you'll finally get the full explanation as to what exactly Mona
Remember
is.
What's really important. I seriously treasure being able to be a part of your team.
Yeah, let's get going.
Gotcha, Joker. It would. We're going to put an end to this, aren't we? Let's go.
I think I've noticed I, like, poke at the girls, but I think I'm nicer to them more than I am the guys.
Huh?
Ah, so you're admitting to being a player.
What is
Well, I
this?
friend-zoned all of them.
Who are they?
Oh, okay, so...
Exactly.
My name is
Okay, so this is a really weird
I
thing.
am the master of the Velvet Room.
What is?
I am Lavenza,
Everyone
a
being
resident
here.
of this place as well.
Like,
We have been
the
waiting
last
all
time
day.
people could freely go into the Velvet Room was, like, Persona 1, actually.
Velvet Room?
I mean, they can't freely go here. This is the only time the rest of the fan thieves ever visit the Velvet Room.
Long period of imprisonment.
Right, but
These
actually
girls have not
meeting
fully returned.
Igor...
Yeah.
Because in 3 they meet Elizabeth, and in 4 they meet Margaret at one point, but...
Hey,
Actually,
where's
meeting
Lorana?
Igor hasn't happened since one of the early Persona games. Of course we would.
He's right over there.
That's where you were.
You were legit in here this entire time?
I was born here.
What, was he in the
To
toilet?
dispel an evil being from man's spiritual world. Mona? My role was to find the trickster and help him defeat it. That's why I was created here by my master.
Indeed.
You were literally created to be a tutorial.
Yeah. Basically.
How does that feel, Mona?
Was about to be taken over. My master
I mean, the tutorial's a very important part of a game.
He
True.
mustered up his remaining strength to make me.
I mean, I think Toriel's okay with it in Undertale.
I mean, you can basically think of him as the seed that could grow into the Phantom Thieves.
Yeah.
Eternal peace by filling reality with those who have stopped thinking for themselves.
Like, who knows what we could've, what kind of bullshit we would've gotten into if he hadn't shown up.
I mean, if Mona hadn't been there, I honestly think Joker and Ryuji would have died in Kamoshida's palace.
Listen, we don't have much time left.
Oh, she
Wait a
shouts.
moment. The Holy Grail is
A little bit of Caroline
alive?
left in there.
I was wondering why it had a will of its own, but are you implying that it isn't a treasure? No. As the distorted desires of the masses, it is most certainly the core of Mementos itself.
It's just complicated.
Did the treasure become
It's
a
just
god
bigger.
because people wish to be ruled over? That is correct. To decide the fate of the world, it chose two people with potential.
Also, can we note the hardest
and
treasure to
against each
steal
other.
was probably
One,
Kamoshida's?
Goro Akechi.
Because
Yeah.
it was a massive crown.
Had he
Yeah, this is where they finally mentioned that Goro was also chosen by
was a
the cup.
trickster who would stand up against this. That was him. If he won, the human world would be left as is. Those were the conditions of the game. At least, that's
He
what
realized
said.
we won and cheated. Like,
That malevolent being knew that a revolution would
I mean,
not occur
frankly, it's
with any
hilarious
human.
that he
After
cheated,
all,
we still won, so he
the
cheated
masses'
harder.
distorted desires incarnate.
That's what it boils down to.
My true master believed in humanity. He believed that a trickster would rise among the people and accomplish this
I
change.
mean, frankly, by this point, Igor's like, alright, we need a wild card to solve this shit.
Prove the powerlessness of man with the game. And he had
Do you think he misses the limo?
which is why it approached him.
I miss the limo.
It helped
I mean, the limo's definitely a better Velvet Room than a prison. God, what if the Persona 6's Velvet Room will be?
Okay, you know what would be really cool? If the P6 Velvet Room, like, changed as you completed more social links and stuff.
I suppose that would be something it could do.
It was just a means for the Fake to keep you under surveillance.
Basically, this guy was dragged into a game where the evil god rigged the outcome.
Yeah, we got that.
Damn it! What the hell?
Your real world has already been fused with mementos. You do not exist because reality is replete with the cognition of those who deny the Phantom Thieves. It can be said
Okay,
that
so
the
we just
world
need
is one
Ryuji to
step
stick his
away
head out
from
the
the
window and
evil
shout
god's
Phantom Thieves really
machinations.
hard, right?
So, what?
However,
We just need Ryuji to stick his head out the Velvet Room's window and start shouting about the Phantom Thieves.
you can see your real
Okay, so I'm now imagining that scene where Natsu screams Fire Dragon's Roar to mess with Eric in Cobra in Fairy Tail, and then he yells really loud, but it's Ryuji screaming we're the Phantom Thieves.
Yeah.
It's like it echoes across all of reality.
Let's destroy that annoying shiny treasure drink for sure this time.
Oh god.
Excellent. There is
I
nothing
got
to
used
do.
to the deep voice
You
too.
already possess the strength to oppose this evil god.
Like, I knew he was
I
evil
missed the
the
deep
whole
voice.
time.
He was evil, but it was smooth.
Our mutual friend knows
Yeah,
that
this guy sounds like he's got, like, something in his throat,
Please
doesn't
help
he?
them, and thank you for all that you've done. It's a cruel responsibility
Oh, God.
that's been cast upon you.
Yeah.
I will accept your words of appreciation
Discord.
when everything is
Oh
over.
no.
Oh.
Now follow me.
Alright, it looks like it's back to normal. I was getting a bit of spotty sounds there for a minute.
Oh boy.
I was worried it was gonna drop.
Joker,
Let's go!
Alright, we're finally out of cutscene hell.
this way.
It only took half an hour, that's not bad. Go, Phantom Thieves! Ha! I'm faster than all y'all! It's the other side of the other door, you dummies. Like, were you not paying attention?
Huh? We're back in Shibuya again?
Oh boy,
right.
it looks way
This is
worse.
where we were when our bodies disappeared.
Seems like people still haven't realized that this abnormality has taken over the city.
Why would they?
Look, the door we just came through. If I remember correctly, this is that quarantine cell.
That's right. It was actually the Velvet Room, which had been swallowed by the distortions.
You did say you were born in there. It makes so much sense now.
Wait, so if we came out of there, does that mean we're the criminals? No, it's more like him, since he was kept in here.
Yeah?
Most likely, Joker had been under the malicious guidance of the evil god for quite some time. The Velvet Room originally existed to nurture the human mind. But after it was taken over, it was sealed inside
Huh.
that basket.
Actually, like, do you think the
So
Velvet
yeah,
Room
it's
will-
not
Do you think it'll be
it's
back
not
to
really
normal?
Joker's fault that it appears in prison, yeah.
Yeah, now I'm wondering if it'll be back to normal in P6, or if Igor is still going to be cleaning up the mess, and like, there's gonna be some weird vestiges.
All of P6, Igor's just sweeping a broom. Don't mind me, I'm cleaning up after the last one.
I feel like I've seen those costumes before.
Oh hey, they notice us.
Aren't they? The Phantom
Only
Thieves?
some people, but
I
yes.
remember seeing a silhouette of them on a jumbo screen in the city.
The
We
Phantom
kinda hacked every screen in the country.
Completely forgot about them.
This is different from how it was before. Do they see us?
It doesn't seem to be everyone, though. Only a handful of people in this large
Clap your
crowd.
hands if you believe.
Maybe it's Kazumona's light.
I do believe in fairies. I do. I do.
I mean, that's literally what this is right now, isn't it?
Of hope.
Basically.
Mona, guide us. Where must we go?
Huh, well that looks
Over
important.
there. The bastard from earlier should be in that temple.
Alright, you got about a 30-minute run up to Yaldabaoth, and then that boss itself could take anywhere from 20 minutes to 40, depending on how lucky you are.
Oh, holy crap! This is gonna be playing the whole time?
Oh yeah, it plays the entire run up to Yaldabaoth,
Hell
except
yeah!
during boss fights. Because there are 4 mini bosses.
Okay, so I say I end here, and we hop back to it tomorrow. That seems like... That seems like 99 hours! Alright. So,
Challenging you. Goodbye.
alright, take care.